The woman was just riding the subway and grabbed a handrail. She never expected her hand to get covered with thick, ancient phlegm. Feeling instantly disgusted, she quickly shook it off and hurriedly wiped her hand over and over with wet wipes. At first, she thought it was just some pervert's prank and didn't take it seriously. However, after she arrived at the office, her co-workers told her that her nose was bleeding. She took out a mirror to check and was so frightened that she rushed to the restroom to wash up. She thought it was caused by staying up late recently, but when she lowered her head to wash her hands, she was horrified to find that several small pus-filled bumps had appeared on the spot where the phlegm had touched her in the morning. Being very conscious about her appearance, the woman didn't dare delay and immediately went to the dermatology department of a hospital for an examination. The doctor asked if she had recently come into contact with anything dirty. She instantly remembered the sticky liquid from that morning. The doctor concluded that it was most likely a fungal infection and prescribed an ointment for her to apply at home. On the way back, the woman couldn't wait to apply the ointment to the affected area, but right after applying it, the pain became unbearable. With no other choice, she stuck a bandage over it to cover it up. All she wanted at that moment was to get home as soon as possible. Unexpectedly, just as she walked out of the subway station, she ran into a female co-worker. She was about to greet her, but the other woman showed a look of extreme horror on her face. Before she could even react, blood started pouring out of her nose. Terrified, the woman took off running and rushed straight into the restroom, frantically wiping the blood off her face with water. At that moment, she horrifically discovered that her palm was full of holes caused by static electricity, looking extremely terrifying. Fortunately, everything that had just happened turned out to be nothing more than a nightmare. Still shaken, she lowered her head to look and unexpectedly found that there was actually a bandage stuck on her hand. To confirm her suspicion, she carefully peeled it off to take a look. At the company, a horror blogger who had originally been the most unnoticed suddenly gained millions of followers in just a few days. The woman was so angry that she rushed into the restroom and started vomiting. On her way home, she felt very depressed. Suddenly, she felt a wet sensation in her nose. When she touched it, she realized she was bleeding again, and her palm was also covered with dense little holes. Realizing that everything before had not been a dream, she immediately rushed into the restroom after the subway arrived and tore off the bandage. But she was horrified to discover that not only was her palm full of holes, even her neck had been infected. This was something the beauty-loving woman simply could not tolerate. She hurriedly took out the ointment, preparing to apply it again. Unexpectedly, her hand slipped and it fell to the ground. Before she could react, the ointment was snatched away by a hand reaching out from the next stall. Just as the woman was trembling in fear, the next second her palm suddenly took root and began to sprout. Then her body also started to bloom. In just 2.5 years, the woman turned into a terrifying plant-like person and completely lost all movement in the restroom.